What's going on, guys? Welcome to FDT-TV. I'm Mike and this is my Arsenal versus Fulham preview coming up this weekend. Let's jump in. It was a comfortable win against Sheffield United in the Premier League. Nice to get 3 points on the board, nice to score 3 goals, and finally nice to keep a clean sheet after 15 games. Brace from Lacazette, which was awesome. And we now go to our next challenge, which is at home to Fulham. I say challenge very loosely because of their position within the league. However, as we have seen already this year, it's anyone's season. Fulham have obviously beaten Liverpool fairly recently, so they can turn up when they want to. So as we go into it, it's 9th versus 18th. Fulham are 6 points off of safety currently, and Arsenal are 7 points behind 6th place. The Europa League is still our best opportunity to get into Europe, and we are playing this evening. So if you are watching this, this is going out before the game. This is being recorded before the game. So obviously I don't know the result just yet. So we could be out, in which case I'm really pissed off. Or we could have gone through, which it would be even better. Looking at the form of the last 6 games between the two clubs in all competitions, Arsenal picking up 2 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses, and Fulham have had 1 win, as I said, against Liverpool and 5 losses. Looking at the overall head-to-head results between the two teams, 40 wins to Arsenal, 10 draws and 8 losses in all competitions. And in the last 6, it's looking pretty good. We've had 6 wins, 0 draws and 0 losses. We're fighting for the best finish that we can now within the Premier League. And like I said, the Europa League is probably our best bet to get into Europe and to get into a European competition next year. Obviously, we have to go on and win it, and there's still some difficult teams still in the Europa League. The last defeat to Fulham was back in 2012. And like I said, because of the way that the fixture congestion, us playing in Europe, it could be anyone's game on the weekend. So I'm hoping for 3 points. We have seen the upturn again of Lacazette since he started to get a consistent run in the team, scoring 2 goals, as I mentioned earlier on, and he is in the starting lineup for the Europa League as well. I'm going to go into my team very shortly. The one thing I do want to say is that the team do need to be more clinical with their chances. We have seen them waste a lot of chances this year, and I'm not expecting them to score every chance we get. But there are times where we have seen them where they not even hitting the target, and that is the big worry. Obviously, the only thing that breeds confidence is to get the wins. It's plain and simple, and that's one thing that Arsenal have been very lacking of this year is consistency. And it shows by our league position. We have seen some of the deadwood get chucked out of the club. We would have expected to see more people stepping up this year, and it's actually fallen down to our youngsters who have been the shining lights of our team this year. It's the only good thing that we've got to talk about. There are a few exceptions to the rule. I think Alex Lacazette is one of them. Granit Xhaka has been another. We have seen some injuries as well. We've got David Luiz currently on the injury list, Kieran Tierney on the injury list, Aubameyang is out with sickness, and Martin Odegaard is still suffering with an ankle injury picked up whilst on international duty. We did see Granit Xhaka in an unorthodox position at left back last weekend, and I thought he actually played really well there. And if anyone has been watching the open mic sessions that they're doing on Arsenal.com at the moment, they are absolutely brilliant. I think it's my favourite series of videos that have come out, and it's nice to be able to hear what the players are actually saying on the pitch instead of being drowned out by the crowds. I'm not saying that I don't want crowds to be in there. I'm one of the people that are willing the crowds to go back in, obviously within COVID guidelines and stuff like that. I can't wait to see the stadiums with larger capacities next season. So I'm just going to jump into my team selection now. And there it is. There's not really a lot to talk about my team selection. I have gone for a slightly rotated team due to the Europa League. And obviously, like I said, this is being recorded just before the fixture. So I am looking at this with the view of the injuries that we've got still being out and hoping that we don't pick up any injuries whilst we are playing the Europa League. Bernd Leno in goal has had a bit of a torrid time recently in terms of conceding goals. Again, I think could be down to defensive errors, which we know have plagued Arsenal for I don't even know how long. But there have been a couple of chances that he personally I think could have done a bit better. But again, I'm not criticising him. He's been outstanding for the majority of the season. One bright spark that we have seen just recently is Callum Chambers. Nice to see him back, recovered from his injury and playing well within the team. I think with the likes of Hector Bellerin, who has been very inconsistent this season, started off the season really well and then just started hitting a bit of a bad patch. Cedric Suarez, again, is another player who's had moments of brilliance, but also has had a bit of a put time as well. Rob Holding, I think, is the only sensible choice with David Luiz out. If David Luiz was fit, he would be in my starting lineup based on his recent form. Pablo Mari starts again for this particular game. He is featuring in the Europa League, but I think he's deserves a run in the team. I think he's absolutely brilliant when he's been in the team. And I have deployed, Granit Xhaka in at left back. Again, hopefully, like I said, without any injuries, he filled that position really well. I have changed the midfield up very slightly. We have seen Dennis Bias play against Sheffield. Against Sheffield. Not against Sheffield at all. It was against Sheffield and he was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm not sure if, again, that was the competition, but hopefully we'll see in the Europa League tonight because he is starting in that as well. And because of the number of games that Thomas Partey has played recently, and I know he has had a bit of a torrid time with injuries, but I think after tonight's performance, it would be key to have possibly Mohamed El Neni. Again, looking at the opposition, I don't want to kind of slag Fulham off, but I think those two should do enough. And obviously, if we are chasing the game, it might be an idea to bring on Thomas Partey. Looking at the front four now, Alex Lacazette, I'm just going straight in at the striker, has been absolutely fantastic for me. I have defended him quite a lot this season. It has been a shame that he has been inconsistent in being picked in the games, because I think had he been picked more, possibly would have scored more goals. But I think the idea is that we're paying Aubameyang a lot of money, and trying to get him firing on all cylinders, it just hasn't happened. Martinelli, I thought, was absolutely outstanding when he come on, and as a player, I've been lobbying to get into the starting team. Has been left out of tonight's game, but I would throw him in if Aubameyang is still injured. And then the two shining stars of the season for me, Emil Smith-Rowe and Bukayo Saka in the team, obviously with Ødegaard out as well. And with the performances that Emil Smith-Rowe has pulled out this season, again, I think he's been the shining light in terms of the new players in, and Bukayo Saka has just continued on his fantastic form from last season. And for me, if he's fit, he goes into the team. And if it was the choice between him, Pepe or Willian, he would win for me, hands down. So there we go, guys. That is my team. I'm going to go for a comfortable win against Fulham. I do think that we will concede just from a moment of stupidity. Again, we've seen it quite a lot this season in terms of leaking stupid goals. But I think I'm going to go for a 3-1 win on this. So there we go. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, please hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned for more content. There's only a few more games left now of the season, and we really would appreciate as many subscribers as possible. Thanks very much. I'll see you in the next one. Right, guys. Thanks for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe. See you next time.